Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing a box turtle feeding video. This is my good girl Teetle. I named her a while ago. I've had her for about over 6 years now, so she's been here for a while. Today she's going to be eating some giant mealworms. For box turtles I would really recommend soup worms instead of giant mealworms, but I'm out of those right now. My local pet store didn't have any when I went to pick them up, so I figured giant mealworms would be the closest option. And she loves to eat. So once she sees those guys going, she will eat them for sure. Let me make sure you guys can see this. She came out knowing what was going to happen. In the morning she'll poke her head out of her house and look out for me. I don't feed her this much every day. I am feeding her a special amount for you guys, but I'm just going to show you right here what I do. I have a cup that has, like, as you can see, a little bit of calcium in it. And I just put the mealworms in there, the soup worms, the wax worms. She loves wax worms. And I just put them in there. You can't see them right now, but they're in there. And then, so they kind of hang out. I'll normally leave them in here for a few minutes. Sometimes if you leave them in there for a bit longer, they'll eat some of the calcium, which is always good. This is how to really get your mealworms nice and dusted. It's right here, bud. She loves to eat. She's not fastest animal, but as you can see here, I am feeding her on a plate. Honey, wait, it's under you. It can be a bit silly when it comes to feeding. I'm feeding her on this piece of slate rock. It's primarily just for purposes that it's good for their beaks. Box turtles have issues with their beaks overgrowing, and as you can see there, she's chirping. That's from her beak rubbing together, actually, but box turtles will have issues with their beaks overgrowing, which can be health problems, which can cause health problems later on. So I make sure to feed her on something like this. It's also good for her nails. Well, box turtles will need nail clippings every once in a while. Keep feeding them on something like this that they walk around on is always nice for them because it lengthens it. I always have something for her, and I've had her, like I said, about 6 years, and I've only had to clip her nails twice, I think. She's not a huge fan of getting her nails clipped. And she will take the worms directly from the tongs, too, as you guys saw there. Here, we'll feed another from the tongs. Do my best to look in the camera while I'm feeding her so I can make sure you guys are seeing it, too. She loves these guys. Even when they're dusted in calcium, she goes crazy for these things. I do like to make her move around a little bit, so I'm gonna, jeez. There's this one worm that will not. And then to make her kind of come get it. And here, let me pick up the camera so you guys can see that. Oh, you can't see that. She turned her back to you. But here, we'll feed her another one where you guys can see. Here's one. This might be the last one, I'm not sure. Gotta dig through there while she's eating. Gotta bite it. As you can see, mealworms have very strong shells. That's also why I wouldn't recommend them for most reptiles in general. The shells are hard to digest. But she's a pretty, these aren't a staple for her. I don't really have one staple protein for her, really. She gets a little bit of everything. She likes wax worms, soup worms, hornworms, these giant mealworms. As of now, I've learned earthworms. She'll eat egg whites. They'll eat anything, and I'll talk about feeding them in a care video I'll do separately. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.